When I see Palestinians, I'm reminded of what my own ancestors went through under British occupation, where every aspect of their lives were being controlled, just like what we're seeing in Gaza today. We can't let them and their stories be lost in these numbers. We need to be in this until Palestine is free. Why does Western media not sympathize with what's happening to Palestinians right now? It's a place that I have so much love for, despite never seeing it. There's a mix of emotions when it comes to Palestine, and it's bittersweet. There's a lot of pain, loss, and suffering. At the same time, I also have feelings of undying hope and unrelentless resilience. The Nakba was something that my parents had taught me at a very young age. My father had been protesting for Palestine when he was a teenager, and he would take us to protests as well. Later on, as an adult, I did do my own independent research and just learned what actually happened there, and it was much worse than anything I had heard from my parents. When I see Palestinians, I'm reminded of what my own ancestors went through under British occupation, where every aspect of their lives were being controlled, just like what we're seeing in Gaza today. And we have a lot of people in our family who have passed away due to having heart attacks. And when I started doing a little bit of research into that, what I realized is that South Asians are 6 times more likely to get diabetes. And when I looked into why, what I found out was that under British rule, our ancestors actually went through over 30 famines. And what that's done to us is we are starvation adapted, which means our bodies store fat and it's hard for us to burn fat, which is causing a lot of these cardiovascular issues. So as a direct result of British occupation, we still have this generational trauma lingering in our bodies. For me, without a doubt, it was seeing Amu Khalid, who lost the soul of his soul, Ruh al-Ruh, his granddaughter Reem. I think I'll never in my life ever forget him holding Reem, fixing her hair, and trying to open her eyes to see if she had really passed away. Growing up, I was extremely close to my grandfather. We were each other's favorites. When I see the love that Khalid had for Reem, I'm reminded so much of my own grandfather. My grandfather passed away at the age of 86. He was able to see me graduate from college, become a lawyer. He walked me down the aisle at my wedding, and seeing Khalid lose Reem at such a young age, where he is never gonna get to see those beautiful moments in her life, that just broke my heart that was ripped away from him. By now, we've all seen the horrific videos and photos coming out of Gaza where men were arrested and stripped. Israel is claiming they're Hamas militants who surrendered, but I'm here to tell you the truth. Many of these men have been identified by their family members, and they're teachers, engineers, students, shopkeepers. One of them is a respected journalist in Gaza. Whether you're a celebrity, influencer, or a content creator that has a platform, you have a moral responsibility when you're able to reach so many people to make them aware of the atrocities that are happening in the world. And we've seen the power of influencer marketing, or even celebrities that speak out for causes. Even if you don't have a background where where you might not know everything about a cause, you can get educated and you can amplify those who actually do have knowledge about it. For me, for example, when I started shifting gears and I started posting about Palestine, not only did I start reading more books on the subject matter, I also made sure that I amplified the voices of Palestinians, especially those that were in Gaza and on the ground.
I'm so sick and tired of this false narrative that all Muslim and Arab men are violent and dangerous. Next time someone says this to you, I want you to show them the men of Gaza.
So I think being able to actually see what's happening in Gaza, hear from people that are living this genocide, that are documenting this genocide, has been an absolute game changer. And because the youth has access to social media, I believe that has been the reason why they have more empathy for the Palestinian people. Protesting is great, boycotting is great, but we also need to organize. I think what we need to do as a community, no matter where you live, is get more involved in politics, get more involved in those that are representing us, that are making the decisions. I think the biggest thing that we've seen is that the people are with Palestine, but unfortunately our leaders are not. I'm an American citizen. I'm seeing my tax dollars being used to bomb babies in Gaza. As an American, I need to make sure that my interests are represented in Congress, because right now they're not. That's actually one of the main reasons my friends and I, we started our own political action committee. It's called the Muslims United Political Action Committee. And what we're doing is we're making sure that we are gonna elect government representatives that actually represent our needs as Muslims, people that wanna combat Islamophobia, that wanna see a free Palestine, that are gonna spend our tax dollars domestically. I know for a lot of us, sharing our political views and stances with our friends and our peers might make us uncomfortable, but it's time to get out of our comfort zones and start talking about Palestine. I want you all to not stop caring about Gaza once there is a ceasefire. We need to be in this until Palestine is free.